No sooner than you get started, you meet some hikers. But in any case, they're planning on staying in McCargoe the night. And me, I'm just getting to Todd tonight. Not that big a hike. But so along this trail, you can see we're in a stand of poplars. The thing about the terrain on Isle Royale is you get to the top of the ridge, you might be cool at the bottom. When you get to the top of the ridge, the rocks have been baking. These exposed rocks have been baking in the sun, so it's usually pretty hot. So you have to be mindful of that. Here we've got exposed escarpment right there. Looks like a great place to have a picnic. It's too early for me though. I'm just starting out. Here's a bit of the typical landscape. You can see the big whaleback sticking out that I'm standing on. Then forests. Right here it's pine forests and poplars. There's a little bit of spruce. You can see here we're coming out on the ridge. Some tremendous views. Also, as you can see from the trail, some crappy hiking. But just for, these rocks are burning hot right now. But it's a lot worse hiking on this island than this. This is not bad at all. You can see the trail at this point anyway is relatively clear. We might find it a little bit more difficult later, but we're not particularly worried. Look at that. You can see we're pretty much on a ridge. On this side there's there's steep cliffs. I don't want to go over there. But this is pretty nice, and the breeze is really nice today. You can see more of the great views both ways too. Sort of a little opening on one of these big rocks. I'm just going to turn around for you. It's the way I came. This view is toward Canada. And this is the way I'm going. I'm coming back down off the ridge, or going down into a dip. I'll come back up again. These are more of the views. I just love these kind of clinging to life pine trees up here on the ridge. And the evergreen bushes close to the ground. Winter moose droppings, but Canada off in the distance that way. Again, that's where I came from. Doesn't look very visible. That's where I'm going. You have to look carefully and you'll see the trail. Sometimes there's cairns, sometimes you're pretty much just looking for where people have gone before. But go slow. You can find it, it's visible. And we're going to descend some down into a crevice here. Maybe not a crevice is not the right word, but we're definitely going to come off the ridge for a little way. And I'll have to come back up. You can see the trail crew's been busy keeping it clean for us. So really just up and downs. More nice views. You can see how worn the trail is. Okay, I'm just going to leave this on for a while so you can get a sense of the terrain. I'm trying to get it to aim down a little bit. So I won't leave it at this angle, but just for the moment. See, there's kind of a few tripping hazards. I always take my trekking poles just for this situation. Get a good purchase on the ground. Here you're getting a glimpse of a inland lake. I'm not sure what the lake is. I'll look it up and include it in the video when I get there, but when I get home, or actually later today when I look at the map. But really, really, really nice views today. You can see how the moose have eaten the tops of the shrubbery off in the winter. This is a bit different. We've come off the ridge and we're in the bottom kind of a valley area. It's like a lot of mosquitoes in here. I put some dope on, but I'm gonna have to stop and do it again unless I come back out quickly on another ridge, which, I mean, it's the Minong Ridge Trail, so that's really likely to happen. This is not too horrid hiking in here. So you can see them here. These are little blueberries. So I guess I was right on the earlier plants. These ones are just a little more advanced. But once these ones get blue, you can eat them. That's pretty much what people mean when they say roots and rocks. You know, it's just roots, tripping hazard everywhere, which is why I take my trekking poles. And now, this day, I think I hear thunder in these clouds, so it's making me want to hurry up. And perhaps that's the best thing to do. You can see the beaver dam there. There's a big bad boy over there. I'm always looking for a tree to get behind. He didn't look really friendly, but he's not chasing me. That's a beaver dam right there, creating this habitat for him to eat in. But he's not coming, he's just staying back there and eating, so I'm good. Well, we have a boardwalk. Bugs are still bad too. I kind of like this trail. So you've got behind me cliffs that lead to the water there towards the north. The trail is really nice, easy going through the forest. Except for the bugs, it's a pretty good trail. It's a nice stream. Just cross on the rocks, but if I needed some water, I could get some there. Really nice. This is a cedar forest. So we've come across a stream, a couple actually. Now we're in a cedar forest. I think we're getting close to lake level, so it means that the campground is pretty soon. I hope so. I could use a little snack. Yeah, I've been descending for some time. I need a standing 5. We're still going down. So, Todd is right at lake level. Todd Harbor is the lake, so Lake Superior. So I'm gonna stand here for a minute and let you have a look at what the trail looks like. There's roots and down. But feet are getting a little bit tired. I'm glad I planned to stop here for the night. Even if I hadn't have planned it, I would be doing it anyway. So, well, here we are in the tent. We have it set up. It took me about an hour. It's rocks, the ground is really hard. I'm ready to have some. Took a couple bites of beef jerky. I'm actually ready to eat something. Well, you can see we're set up in here. We've got our sleeping bag and sleeping pad, a pillow. I actually want to go outside and have a look at the sun before it disappears. But I ate a little something. Actually, just some breakfast cereal and beef jerky. That's sort of a weird combination. My feet are a little sore and I'm concerned about it. We have 2 really long hiking days. So I'm probably going to come in limping, but we're going to come out of this anyway. Not a fan of limping. Every day that you hike, though, your pack gets a little bit lighter because you're eating food out of it and using up things that you have. So that's a positive. But let's go outside and see what's happening. Well, we're in tent site 1 to kind of share what our setup is. So you can see it. I don't know why it's so zoomed in, but there you can see my setup. And here, let's walk down toward the water. I picked this site because it's a little bit secluded from the others, and I'm feeling the need to be a little bit secluded. I'm going to drink my rest in this bottle, and I'm going to fill it up again. Maybe I won't have to fill again in the morning, but likely I will anyway, because there's no point in not drinking water when you have plenty of it available. You can see my feet. Just as peaceful as you can get. The dock's over there. You can see it. Beach area. You can see Canada in the backdrop. Some islands. Sun is incredibly bright. My favorite here though is the shoreline. It's right where I'm sitting. Still just incredibly beautiful here. Calm evening. We're not going to have any rain. So I'm glad about that. Personally though, I think I'm just about ready to turn in. It was a long day.